Good morning, everybody. In the last classes, we studied about how to store different elements, how to store multiple data elements. For example, if I take two elements, then I have to store under something like variable A and variable B. But if I take 10 elements, then I have to take 10 variables. Meaning every time it is not possible to take multiple variables. Then the question is it possible to store multiple values with only single name? Yes. The solution is what? Arrays. Okay. Arrays is nothing but what? Group of elements. All are of what type? Same type. All that should be stored under a single name. Okay. But the problem is if you take like this, then what will happen? It will store like this. So how to declare an array? Array declaration is data type, variable name, number of elements to be stored, and this is how we have to initialize the values. Now after declaration, this is the memory point of view. So 5 locations will be available to us, and all these locations are of under name A, and these will be distinguished as 0, 1, 2. All these are called as what? Indices, and we call this as what? A of 0, A of 1, A of 2, and so on. But the problem is, if I want to store A of 0 which is of integer type, and if I want to store the A of 1 as float type, and if I want to store the value A of 2 with something like a character type, then it is not possible. Because array definition is what? All should be of what? Same type. Meaning multiple data or different data types will not be possible by arrays. The realistic example is if I want to store, this is the drawback, no possibility of to store multiple data types. Okay. For example, if I take a student data. Okay. Now in student data we are expected to store what? Roll number, percentage, and gender. Right. So roll number is of what type? Integer type. Example, I want to start the roll number from 121 and so on, or 101, something like that. Okay. Percentage of what type? Float type. And gender is of what type? Character type. So, and the question is, though all the different data types, all should be of single location. All should be of a single location. You see, if I want to store the details, for example, if I want to store the data of Razu, let us say Razu is my location name, or which is variable. Okay, and if I want to store Raju's roll number, Raju's percentage, Raju's gender. So all these details I can call this as what? Collection of details or collection of data elements, just like array. Collection of data. But also of what? Different types under a single name called Raju. So this is the solution. For that, what will be helpful to us? Structures will be helpful to us. Now see, if you define a structure, how can it be? Now see, structure is nothing but collection of data elements, which are of different type under single name. These two are key points. Collection of data elements which are of different type under single name. So that this is the definition of structures. And today we will discuss about structures. You see, in the previous classes we already studied about types of data types. Okay. In that we studied about, we have let us say different data types. In the second unit or first unit we discussed about this. So we have predefined data types, okay, and we have derived data types, as well as we have user defined data types. Example, what are the previous predefined data types? The compiler what we had provided to us are nothing but what predefined data types. Example, if you take integer, float and all those things which are given by compiler. So I will take integer, float, character, all these are example of what a predefined data type. When these predefined data types are not suitable to us, for example, if I want to store the information something like 2 bytes only, actually 2 bytes is not available. If you take 32-bit operating system or compiler, int will take 4 bytes and character will not sufficient because character will take only 1 byte. So in this case, if I want to store 2 bytes of information, then integer is not suitable. For example, if I want to store the information which is required for 12 bytes of information. For example, if I want to store some data which will take 12 bytes of information. Now see, 12 bytes of information is not available with the help of predefined, because at max we can go for long double which is of 10 bytes. But how it is possible to go for 12 bytes? Therefore, we had gone for derived data types. One of the best example is what? Arrays. Arrays will give you the required amount of data type. But the problem is what? All are of similar data type, single data type. Okay. The same way, if we are not sufficient with the predefined data type, just like how we gone for derived data type, the same way we can go for user defined data type. Meaning, here the data type we will define. Meaning, this data type is the user's choice. Okay, user's choice. In this also, this best example is what? Structures. Structures are the best example for this user defined data type. And the keyword for data structure for this structures is a struct. STRUC. We'll continue with by taking small examples.